All right, everyone, get involved in this mess. I mean mess, because the plot revolves around lies, betrayals of friendships, and some drama that goes on behind the scenes. A week ago, the video of Karrueche Tran sobbing in a hospital ward next to NFL legend Deion Sanders went viral on the internet, leaving everyone completely perplexed. In case you were unaware, Deion Sanders was fighting cancer and had to have his bladder removed. In particular, bladder cancer that was really aggressive, all right? Karrueche is seen sobbing once more as she tells the camera what happened. She mentions that Deion was going to have his bladder removed entirely and that a replacement would be made for him using a portion of his intestines. Holding his hand as she walked him into surgery,
"I'm going to be your nurse throughout your procedure today."
Everybody got to perk up right here. I can't be the only one come back. All good in there? Everybody good?
We're all good.
We are dealing with bladder cancer, and he is having his bladder removed, and they will create a new bladder with one of his intestines. And this option was, I guess, the best because it fully removes the cancer to ensure that it doesn't come back, because it was close to his muscle. So yeah, we are here to fully remove the bladder.
she was overcome with emotion. It brought us together. And everyone thought, wait a minute, is Karrueche really seeing Deion Sanders? Because as of December 2023, Deion and Tracey Edmonds had broken up after more than a decade together. People were therefore perplexed as to when this relationship actually began. As it happens, there have been rumors that these two have been dating since the beginning of 2025. In February, they were seen holding hands in Los Angeles, but at the time, no one seemed to care. However, it is obvious that I am in love when I see her in the hospital ward, grieving over this man and accompanying him to surgery. Deion is then questioned about if he and Karrueche were together. What he said was this. Here's where the yams are useful.
I'm gonna let you go, Coach. Don't kill the messenger. Everyone seen Karrueche by your side during your hospital visit. Everyone wants to know what that friendship is about.
We got a bad connection. I got a bad. I can't.
You gotta go.
I came back.
Okay, then Claudia Jordan comes in. You are all familiar with Claudia Jordan. She was formerly on Atlanta's Real Housewives. When it comes to calling individuals out, she does not mince words. Okay, Claudia unintentionally revealed the entire story on the show and made some really serious remarks. It should be noted that Claudia claims to be quite close to Tracey Edmonds. It should be noted that Deion was with Tracey for more than 10 years. Okay. Claudia disclosed that Karrueche and Tracey were not merely acquaintances, but were true pals who collaborated. Now, Claudia claimed that Tracey directly asked Karrueche if she was seeing her ex when gossip about her and Deion dating began to circulate. It was either a birthday celebration or some other kind of function when she asked her this at Niecy Nash's. Okay. Are you dating Deion? Tracey asked her directly. Karrueche dismissed it with a joke and said, no. But it is obvious it was a lie, since here she is in the hospital with this man sobbing uncontrollably. Claudia even displayed a photo of Tracey and Karrueche holding hands at a gathering. Additionally, they appear to have been extremely tight, as if faces were in contact with one another. They were giving each other incredibly tight embraces. Without a doubt, it was giving best friends, rather than merely acquaintances. What is even more bizarre is this. As it happens, Tracey Edmonds did wear Karrueche a couple of times. Back in 2021, Tracey cast Karrueche as the executive producer of the BET program Games People Play. In other words, while Karrueche was still dating Deion, Tracey was physically putting money in her pocket. Karrueche even thanked Tracey in a tweet at the time, stating that she was the greatest. Tracey helped put money in this girl's pocket since they were pals, and she lied to her face when it was rumored that Karrueche was seeing Tracey's ex-boyfriend. For those of you who may not be familiar with Deion Sanders, let me briefly introduce him. Deion Primetime Sanders is a football icon. I am referring to being inducted into the Hall of Fame. One of the greatest cornerbacks in NFL history, this man spent 14 years in the league and won 2 Super Bowls. At the same time, he played professional baseball, demonstrating his multifaceted talent. However, Deion has experienced his fair share of relationship turbulence in his private life. He had already been married twice. From 1989 to 1998, Carolyn Chambers was the first, followed by Pilar Sanders from 1999 until 2013. Okay, so that second divorce was a complete catastrophe, with all the drama surrounding the custody disputes. Then, in 2012, he began dating Tracey Edmonds. In addition to being a TV producer and a successful businesswoman, Tracey was formerly married to singer Babyface and has years of experience in the entertainment world. Given that they had been dating for more than 10 years and had become engaged in 2019, it appeared as though she and Deion will get married. However, it appears that things were not as ideal as they appeared, and in December 2023, they declared their permanent separation. Since these celebrities tend to put up a front, they initially made statements about moving forward as friends and made it seem like everything was pleasant and reciprocal. However, a week later, Tracey returned and essentially claimed that she was the one who broke up with him. She shared on social media that she was working toward a time when she would be respected, cherished, and free to enjoy the joy and respect she so well deserves.
And I do remember Tracey hearing rumors about Karrueche possibly dating Deion. So she saw her at an event. I think it was Niecy Nash's event. And she, calmly, just in conversation with her, she asked her if she was dating Deion. And she said no. She laughed it off and said no. So, it was kind of like to hear it and to see this now. But look at them too. They look very cozy, like they were friends. Like that's Tracey and Karrueche. So, I mean, here's my, are you sure you saw it? Just so we're clear, this is not me hating on Karrueche because I'm friends with Tracey before people misconstrue it. I'm saying moving forward with women, I think we would be better off if we sometimes have the uncomfortable conversation with someone that has placed us in positions, given us opportunity. We've hung out, we've had lunch, we've had drinks. There's nothing wrong with saying, hey, just so you know, I'm on some sneaky shit. It wasn't while y'all were together.
You can tell everything from one statement alone. It seems that she grew weary of Deion's mistreatment of her. She decided she deserved better after dating for more than 10 years and being engaged for 4 years. However, it is interesting to note that if Tracey and Karrueche are friends and Tracey ended her relationship with Deion in 2023, there is a good chance that Karrueche's friendship with Tracey is the reason she even knows Deion or even became close to him. This implies that Deion and Karrueche were acquainted during his time with Tracey. Perhaps not romantically, but that laid the groundwork for where they are now, and if that is the case, it further complicates everything. However, I would like to know your thoughts on this matter. Do you think Karrueche is mistaken? Do you think Tracey was stabbed in the back by her? What are your thoughts on Karrueche's dishonesty in asking Tracey if she was seeing Deion? Is it possible that she was simply hesitant to disclose to her buddy that she was seeing her ex-boyfriend? That is all I have to say. I will talk to you later. Please let me know how you feel about the entire scenario.